Next, East Midlands Today can reveal that several workers have been discovered living on the floor of a Leicester textiles factory. They were found by a new task force that's tackling exploitation in the city. It follows a damning report that found the fashion chain Boohoo sold goods produced by exploited workers. The firm's boss admits they didn't check their supply chain well enough. Our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball reports.
Piling it high and selling it cheap, Boohoo's transformed fast fashion, but they're rock-bottom prices which sometimes come at a cost. A damning report found exploitation in Boohoo's supply chain in Leicester. Now its boss has admitted mistakes to a parliamentary committee with a promise to make Leicester right.
What we are guilty of, if anything, is we didn't put processes in as fast enough. We recognise in this industry, when we're dealing with an independent factory who's not owned by us, some of them don't play with a straight bat, as it were. But we were shocked and appalled.
The concerns about Boohoo's supply chain prompted a new joint task force. Operation Tacit has already carried out checks at more than 170 Leicester textile factories. It's all run by the Gangmasters and Labour Abuse Authority here in Nottingham. They're working with agencies in Leicester like the police and the council, checking that factories are safe and legal and that workers are being paid properly. This unit was closed after a raid earlier this month. Trading Standards found it was making counterfeit Armani and Adidas products, and 5 of the workers were living there, surrounded by paint and chemicals.
It was clear some of the workers were sleeping in the factory. Workers traditionally have been very reluctant to come forward in the textiles business in Leicester. I think some of that is because they're worried about repercussions, and there's a lot more whistleblowing lines now.
And Operation Tacit's working closely with retailers like Boohoo. It's found several factories that weren't paying the minimum wage. Others have tried to evade them.
We've seen a couple of factories where activity has stopped, a phenomenon known as phoenixing, which is when a company will dissolve itself, and then another company, which is essentially very similar people, similar practices, will rise up in its place. Boohoo were the first to work with us. We are seeing other brands coming on board now.
It took a pandemic to make concerns about Leicester's garment industry a priority, and Operation Tacit has only just begun. Jeremy Ball, BBC East Midlands Today.